Hey, Seven Cities, what's going on? It's stand-up comedian Ciroc Fox, and I am lucky enough to talk with the owners of The Locker Room. We're at the Newport News location, and we're about to go in, check some shoes out, some fits out, because I definitely need an upgrade, let's be real. All right, we're going to go in, check it out. Cool? I don't never see you with it. I saw you with a watch one time. That is great. That's different.
Brody said I'm not finna play with you.
I see him with a
boys.
watch one time. My first time in The Locker Room, and look, now I got to go to all of the locations because this one in Newport News, banging. But I'm blessed because I get to sit with the two owners. Man, how y'all do? Can you introduce yourselves to the audience for this is the first time?
For sure. My name is Cole. I'm from Hampton, Newport News.
Oh, that's it? That's your introduction? My name is Nato. I'm gonna give you a way better introduction than that. I'm Nato. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I own barbershops. I'm one of the founders of The Locker Room and still currently an owner. Partnered up with my guy for our second location, and we teamed up for all the locations. We've been doing something amazing in this city, not only with Locker Room, but just other businesses.
You said it. You said hey, yo, this the time.
I know he don't want to talk, but we gonna talk. We got to talk. If we're gonna put a camera in front of me, I'm gonna talk.
You missed the part where I told him, so I need you to get your flowers too. So where I'm from a place called Alton, Illinois, right? Mm-hmm. And like I told you when you told me about the location, I'm like, I've never even met a black man attempt to do something like that. It's always the Arabs. No, I'm not trying to offend nobody in my audience, but it's always the Arabs, you know, some white folks coming into the hood, they'll build something up and get to a certain point, and then they abandon it once they get their money and go to a different location. That's just how it is where I'm from. Seeing y'all put so much time, development, energy into something like this blew my mind. So I had to talk to y'all about why even start some, because it had to be better, easier, routes. So what made y'all choose this?
Well, for me, I went to school, obviously. Not obviously, but I did go to school. I treated cancer for a little while, and then in the process of that, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Just growing up and seeing like my uncle be an entrepreneur and stuff like that kind of drew me more towards that. Yeah. I've always seen myself working for myself. The only reason why I actually went to college was for my mother. My mother wanted me to go to college.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I seen an opportunity and kind of just jumped on it, and that was kind of how I started taking off.
I'm gonna cut him off real quick. This man is not only when it comes to this right here.
He always does.
The buy, sell, and trade. He's real humble with it. This is the blueprint to buy, sell, and trade. Yeah. Not in Virginia. A lot of the big stores you see on the East Coast came from the blueprint. And when I say the blueprint was, he's helped develop certain people that become owners, certain people, my brand was The Locker Room. And we're not gonna discuss his older brand, but he had a brand at the time. Locker Room was 300 square feet, 2 racks of clothes. And he coming down the street. Oh no, Locker Room was 300 square feet. We had 6,000 right now, buying buildings now. But 5 years ago, Locker Room was 300 square feet with 2 racks of clothes and 2 barber chairs. And he came down and he said, you gotta do this and you gotta do that. And I told him no. And again, he said, you gotta do this and you gotta do that. And then every day this guy bugged me about doing this and that. Yeah. And when I did this and that there, that developed. I remember celebrating $1,000. Now we celebrating a few million.
Sidebar, like you said, I won't get too into it, but we talked about some stuff as far as history.
For sure.
And honestly, knowing what you went through, I would have changed shit. I would have shifted. I would have been like, nah, you know what? I got burnt. There's different industry.
For sure. But it's more so, I'm more about building with people. I'm big on what the energy that you put out, you get it back. Yeah. So if you put out negative energy, you're gonna get negative energy back. Me and Nato, we bumped heads before. Like he said,
punch him.
Like there's been plenty of times where I'm going down there telling him, yo, do this, yo, do that. But in the same area, what I'm telling him to do is what I'm already doing. So in everybody else's eyes, they'll say it's like, why would you be creating competition against yourself? But it's more so like I see him down there trying to work and do things differently. I just try to give him input to make his business work even better. Everybody's like, why would you do that? It becomes like, people start butting heads and start asking all these extra questions about why I do this, because the energy that I put out, I get back. So that energy, me and him butting heads in the middle of Granby Street, full-blown yelling at each other in the middle of the street. Because he's mad about something that happened at my store, and I'm telling him it had nothing to do with me because I have partners and stuff like that. But he's like, it's your store, so you blah, blah, blah. I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, I see how passionate he is. I see his drive. I see what he loves to do, you know. And for me, I'm a person that likes to pour into people, and so is he. So at the same time, me sitting there having those conversations built us a relationship.
Yeah.
To one day, you know, we had an opportunity up in Richmond, because I have a restaurant downtown Richmond. I'm like, that'd be perfect.
Subtle flex.
So
I got a restaurant.
so down the street, down the street, you know, he said, "Yo, Cole, let's come together and let's do this together."
Yeah.
At that time, this lease was signed, but it wasn't assigned a name yet. You know, he had Norfolk, he was doing Norfolk, and we came together. We made Locker Room Richmond together, and at that point, it's like we worked so well together. You
Might
know,
as well.
he liked to be on camera, I don't. But you know what I'm saying? That's what
I
makes
like
us great together.
I like talking.
You know what I'm
Don't.
saying? But that's what I'm saying. That's what makes
So
us
this
great.
rare right now then.
Yeah, this is the flip right now.
Oh, then
him answering
look,
questions.
look,
You
look,
get-
look,
you're-
Yeah.
Working with another black man and it be successful?
He's Dominican.
That's a lot of
I was waiting for you to come over
That's
here.
a lot of melanin. So let's start. We go backtrack.
For sure.
Go
Get
to
into
your
that.
beginnings.
So I come from entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Like my father, my mother immigrated here in late when I was born, '87. My father immigrated here in '93. So I was born in Jersey, New Jersey. Went back to Philly. Went back to the DR to my dad got his paperwork and was able to move
See, y'all
here.
both still fairly young then.
I'm 38.
Okay.
Yep.
So my father, my mother in the '90s started opening up. Well, my whole family, my mother's side of the family, and then my father joined them. They opened up corner stores, grocery stores, what they call us up north bodegas.
Bodegas.
So still to this day we own bodegas.
Yeah.
But now my dad got into the real estate business, which means he sold the business, but he owns the buildings. So entrepreneurship's been dead in my
Run
blood.
through it.
I ran away because of trauma from my father because, like I said, personal stuff between my father. Like, just I didn't understand what a man had to do because I was a child. So I blamed him for being a man, even though he was doing providing, protecting. Like when my dad said I couldn't go outside in North Philadelphia, and then I seen friends of mine getting shot, friends of mine getting killed. I'm like, as an adult, I understood it. Like, oh, my father was protecting me, but I didn't. At 16,
time.
I wanted to go to the basketball court for sure.
Yeah.
So a lot of non-communication between me and my father. My father was raised on a farm, came here, all he knew was work. 9 a.m., 7 a.m., 9 p.m. every single day. And like I said, between him and my mother, the relationship wasn't the best. So like I said, I ran away from that, so I joined the Marine Corps. I joined the Marine Corps and I seen the world. And I said, oh, there's more than North Philadelphia. I'd seen Dominican Republic. That was like my backyard.
Yeah.
I was there every summer. But when I started seeing Dubai, Bahrain, I started seeing Norfolk. I
Oh,
started
you was
seeing
on the
Virginia.
Muse then.
I was on the Muse. I was on the 26 Muse. So I started seeing the world, and I'm like, oh, there's more to go get. So I went back home, tried to run my dad's companies for a year, and that didn't work because we never resolved our issues. We tried to put a mask over our issues. So I came here, was homeless in 2012. I was applying for
sleeping on
homeless
the baby
shelters.
mama-
Sleeping on baby mom's couch. Then from there, went to my girlfriend's grandma's garage, and I said, I'm gonna make it. So I started DJing. I went from DJing to owning the clubs. I went from owning the clubs to owning barbershops because I went to use my GI Bill for learning how to hair. I went from owning that to a medical transportation company that I sold. From there, I opened up.
I gotta stop you. What? Some of these places are good resting points. Why keep going?
Business
Because my mother never
Yeah.
stopped. My mother still today's day is trying to find ways to feed people. Not just, she's good. My mother's
Right.
gonna be, my brother's an engineer, my
not-
sister's
it's
a
not about the
doctor,
money no more.
but my mother never stopped providing. So it's like, how can I say, let me stop? My mother, a woman that doesn't know English, lives in the hood, still provides every single day for people.
Now that you're here, like this store alone, so
This
I'm
ain't here. This is the beginning.
right.
That's the starting point.
This
for
is the
Locker Room.
starting point.
What?
This is
Where
starting
do we
point for Locker
go
Room.
from here? Because I mean, I
we
got
got-
friends who own spots like this, and they're done. They like,
we got
I'm
stores.
resting in my island now.
So the problem is right now, like most selfish people would say, Cole got a store, NATO got a store, we good.
No.
But,
Well, they
but
need
our,
theirs.
our Yankees don't have their own team yet.
They need their
They need their
stores.
stores now.
So this is gonna be one of their stores.
So somebody is gonna take over this store. And then somebody's gonna take over the Norfolk store. Somebody's gonna take over the Richard store. We're gonna go build another store for the next guy.
Right.
World.
And another thing I'm only just gonna throw in there, and I talk about this all the time. Me and him, we're not business owners. We're entrepreneurs. You know, we create opportunities for people to become business owners. Two different things. So like for me, I create opportunity. Like our chefs are amazing. They don't have the opportunity. So I create an opportunity for them. I barely go up there. Are they the best?
Best.
They're the best, right?
Besides the ketchup.
Wait, what's the name? What's the name?
Charlotte's.
Charlotte's. Okay.
Charlotte's is in downtown Richmond. Been 5 stars for 7 years now. So yeah, so like and we deal with lawyers every day. We're in a law firm building. You know, we have 500 lawyers in and out. You know, and we're dealing with their customers. And
And you
that's
still got a 5-star rating?
exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah, and the food is always amazing, but that's what we do. We create opportunities. So like he was saying, like the people that the blueprint of what we have started, and you see all these people around here, people that have new stores and stuff in Hampton, new stores on Norfolk, even all the way up in DC area, those areas, DMV, they used to work for us at one point. They worked with us or for us at one point. Because we've been doing this for...
This footprint y'all leaving is crazy.
But yeah, and it creates opportunity for people to, you know, be themselves, grow in themselves.
Yeah.
Something that they're passionate about. The dude I learned from a lot, his name is Mark Gold. He's a billionaire. And one day I pulled up, he bought a whole shopping center. He paid like $12 million for it. I pulled up, he's outside painting the side of the building. I'm like, Mark, what are you doing? He's like, I'm showing them how to paint. Like, this is how you paint. Like, you don't paint from down here, you get up here and paint. You see what you're painting. And I'm like, this dude's a billionaire. He's on a ladder right now, painting. You know, so I pulled him to the side and I'm like, yo, Mark, quick question. Why do you constantly work with people like me? Because you don't have to. But he literally will pull me in his office like, listen, I'm gonna give you this building. Once you build yourself up, you can ask me, call me anytime, I'll give you all the answers. You know, once you get this up and rolling, let me know. I have other shopping centers that we can franchise you. You want to come to Florida? You want to come to Vegas? You want to come here? I have a spot for you.
I would have a big why on my face. Why?
But
Like, you know what I
exactly.
mean?
It's not about the money no more. It's about seeing if he can create opportunities for other people that don't have opportunities. Taking opportunities of buying a shopping center that has failed and putting people in it that are hungry to make it successful. And it shakes up whole entire areas. But again, like with him, like I said, it opened up my eyes to meeting somebody that thinks about other people and
Like,
ourselves.
when you start talking business with an entrepreneur that's mid-level, first thing you're gonna say, family, friends, and business don't mix.
Yeah.
See, I don't believe in that. Before
Family
you
and friends and business don't mix because you don't know how to do it.
Right.
My dad has ran corner stores for 30 years, and every employee in there has been my aunt, my uncle, my whatchamacallit,
Right.
for 30-something years.
Family.
Since my little brother was born, my little brother was born in a corner store. My little sister was born upstairs of a corner store. Since that day, my aunt's been working for my dad, and has there been turmoil? But that's a family. Do we have turmoil? Boy, we argue once a week. But the thing about it is,
We have an
because
understanding.
we have understanding, like, we're not gonna see the same way. We're gonna see things different. We're gonna, and one of the biggest things with him that he helped me understand was, we gotta figure out what it is that family member needs to do. Because the thing about it is, a lot of times you like, just another sports reference. I'm not huge on basketball, but it's like, you can expect Shaq to shoot threes.
Right.
But that's the problem. You like, yo, why you not shooting threes? I'm Shaq. Put me in the paint.
Now the DJ thing.
Yeah.
Real quick, we gotta hit on that because
Very good
that's
Friday.
how I started paying attention
Right.
on the social media. One, the way that y'all use social media is smart. Let me hear you. Look, I study in digital media campaigns. That's my bread and butter. That's how I pay my bills. You feel me? The way y'all handle it. Bravo. This DJ style. What's
I
up?
just told him that too.
So I always find a way to open up doors. That's my biggest thing. Like, I'm gonna show you how to open up doors. So we sit in that back office one day a week, and we just come up with ideas on a whiteboard, and then we say no to that, no to that. So last year, it's about to turn 1 year old. I was like, look, I got the DJ community because I throw events.
Yeah.
Let's bring DJs inside of here because we have so much space. There's no money being made. So I just asked DJs, like, look, I want to record these sets for social media, but on top of that, you got to think about it. How many people are coming to this area? So now I got 100 people coming in. So
I'm gonna be honest. I don't come down here.
yeah,
often.
no, nobody
I-
does.
It's changing now,
and it's
though.
changing. So the name, let me give you the name. A Very Good Friday. So Friday, the feeling of Friday, you get paid, it's the weekend, but also if you look at the dates, the first one we threw was on Good Friday, so that's a biblical verse. Like it's the best Friday ever.
Right.
So a very good Friday. So we're actually gonna have our 1 year anniversary, April 3rd.
Hey.
A very good Friday. And
Yeah,
actually,
I'm pulling up then.
and actually,
Might
the
as
great
well.
the great part about it is, I told my team, if we stick with it, 6 months from now, we'll be making money. And they're like, and Jerry, Paul, those guys believe, Cole, we got a few other people that's helping us out in the woodwork. They believed in that. And I was able to, 6 months later, in November, I was able to give each one of my team members, I ain't gonna say the exact amount, but it was a 4-figure amount. And I was able to give my guys a check. And that's not the goal, but the goal is to take care of our people.
Yeah.
So my guys have a less worry because they got that bread. I'm okay with that. Even if I don't take home.
We're a good
nothing.
balance.
Yeah.
We're a good balance. Because I be on
See
them.
why you other y'all need each other. Y'all need each other.
We be a good balance because it be like, I be like, Nato, he be like, yeah, bro, here. I be like,
All right, look, we can sit here and talk forever, man. We were supposed to keep it, within a certain time, but this is gonna be a special episode anyway because I'm having so much fun. Man, make sure y'all pull up. This is the Newport News location. We got someone in Richmond, right? Norfolk, and then DC is on the way. And they just found themselves a genius stand-up comedian on their tool belt.
there you go. There you go.
Cause like I said before, I'm popping. All right, fellas, appreciate y'all. Thank you, man. Thank you.